Do you ever find yourself lying awake at night, burdened by the future of our planet? This is a question that more and more people are answering yes to as we grapple with a new kind of stressor: climate anxiety. Climate anxiety, or eco-anxiety, is a relatively recent term that describes feelings of fear, grief, and helplessness in the face of climate change. It's a psychological response to the very real and tangible changes happening to our environment, from escalating global temperatures and intensifying weather events to the tangible threat of species extinction. In recent years, climate anxiety has skyrocketed as we continue to witness the undeniable impacts of climate change. This sense of dread for what the future holds is becoming an all too common part of our collective consciousness. It's not just a fear for ourselves, but for the generations to come. Climate anxiety is real, and it's affecting more and more people every day. So what exactly triggers this climate anxiety? The root of climate anxiety is multifaceted, stemming from a variety of sources. One primary factor is exposure to distressing news about the environment. Reports of rising sea levels, melting ice caps, and devastating wildfires can create a sense of impending doom. Another contributing factor is the feeling of helplessness or lack of control. Individuals may feel their efforts to recycle or reduce their carbon footprint are just a drop in the ocean against the tide of global pollution and deforestation. Moreover, the fear of a bleak future plays a significant role. The thought of facing a world scarred by environmental degradation can be deeply unsettling, particularly for younger generations. They are the ones who will have to live with the consequences of today's environmental decisions, making them particularly susceptible to climate anxiety. Understanding these triggers is the first step towards managing climate anxiety. But how can we tackle this overwhelming sense of dread? Firstly, remember that every individual has a part to play in this grand scheme. Our personal actions, no matter how minuscule they may seem, can create ripples of change. By taking steps to reduce our carbon footprints, we can start making a difference. This can be as simple as choosing to walk or bike instead of driving, reducing consumption of disposable items, or switching to renewable energy sources. Secondly, we can use our voices to advocate for environmental policy changes. This ranges from voting for leaders committed to climate action to participating in peaceful protests and signing petitions. Lastly, education plays a crucial role. Informing ourselves and others about the realities of climate change can dispel fear and helplessness. Knowledge, after all, is power. Taking action, no matter how small, can make a real difference in our mental health and the health of our planet. Climate anxiety is a heavy burden, but it doesn't have to control your life. It's a growing concern that's rooted in the fear of a changing world, a fear that many of us share. But it's important to remember that we are not helpless in the face of this challenge. Throughout our discussion, we've seen that understanding the root of this anxiety, acknowledging it, and then taking action are key steps to managing it. Small actions, when multiplied by millions of people, can make a significant difference. Staying informed about the issues, participating in climate actions, and supporting sustainable practices are all ways we can contribute. So, let's transform our anxiety into action. Let's turn our worries into a drive for change. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the fear, but about what we do with that fear. Remember, every little action counts. Together, we can make a difference and create a healthier planet for future generations.